Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Marseille, the property pastor here with Kingdom Legacy Builders, where our mission is to help everyday people like you and me to build that lasting legacy for our children and our children's children using real estate and wealth building principles. And I got a special treat for y'all today, y'all. I got a local legend here in Virginia, my man, Mr. Kris Haskins. Been doing it for a long time. Got tons of experience flipping houses, tons of experience creative financing, and today we're going to be talking a little bit about short-term rentals. So we're actually at one of my houses. If y'all been following this house, we did a walkthrough in a previous video. I call it a tiny house because it's only about 1,000 square feet, but we put some really cool upgrades in it. And Kris is he's actually come out today. We met to talk through a few different options. And one of the things that we talked through was I was looking at doing a short-term rental, either a lease option or a wrap deal with this house. But then he said, hey man, have you considered short-term rentals? And I was like, this house in this neighborhood? He's like, absolutely, I'm already doing it. So one of my books that I read last year was Who Not How, and that book talks about having the right who on your team, somebody who's already walked the walk, somebody who has that experience. So here we're talking about some of that leverage and how we can utilize some of Kris's experience. So Kris, tell us a little bit about your experience. Tell us a little bit about who you are. Most of YouTube already knows you, but tell us a little bit about your experience and what you've been doing.
Yeah, Marseille, thank you for having me, brother. It's a pleasure to be here with you. For your viewers, I want them to know that if you do short-term rentals, the neighborhood doesn't necessarily matter. You know, for our mission to raise your financial literacy through real estate investing and entrepreneurship, I had to walk it. I have a short-term rental Airbnb in the hood. People getting shot, stabbed, killed, all type of stuff. I promise you. We drive through there, the cops are there, fire department's there every week. You know where it's at. Yep. So
crazy. Couldn't believe it. No.
I'm telling you the truth. I don't like going over there my daggone self. So, but the thing is, you're not dealing with the locals. So you're dealing with people that are coming from out of town, out of state. They come to stay for the short period of time and they're gone. So the neighborhood is irrelevant. They're not going to be involved with any of the crime there. By the time they get there, if there is any crime, they'll be gone before it's even done. So that's why I thought this would be a good candidate, especially since it's already been fixed up. Let's take a look inside and see what you got.
Let's go take a look. What I wanted to do was talk through a few different options. I mean, you and I kind of had what makes the most sense, right? From do I just hand the whole thing over? So talk to us a little bit about some of the ways that a short-term rental will work in this kind of situation.
Gotcha. So a couple options. I'm glad you mentioned that pass it off. So I think you're more of a passive guy in the industry work and stuff like that. So sometimes we'll just pay you a monthly fee / rent. It'll be rental arbitrage, Airbnb short-term rental arbitrage, where you, the user, will be me. We make money without even owning the property, which is why you can only do that thanks to the internet. If it wasn't for the internet and the sharing economy, this is called a sharing economy, where you're sharing the property with other human beings. A lot of things are being shared nowadays. I didn't even know this. You know, shoes are being shared, dresses are being shared. You can rent a dress from somebody else on the internet. The sharing economy, cars are being shared. So it wasn't until Web 3.0 that this was even possible, right? So I don't know if you're familiar with all of this sharing stuff. So we figured that, look, rental arbitrage, we just pay him a monthly fee, pay your fee, and we would have to figure out how we would stage it. Really want to see, but that expense is not cheap to do that.
Right, absolutely. What would that roughly cost in your opinion?
Anywhere between 5 and 8, 5 and 10.
Right.
And you just never know, man. This stuff, it's amazing how stuff's going up.
Right, absolutely. So property has to be fully furnished, right?
Yeah.
And then in terms of what other stuff goes with a short-term rental, right? I'm assuming you got to pay the utilities,
wireless internet. The main thing is the maintenance, the cleaning, and the bedding.
Okay.
They have to be turned. It's gotta be turned.
Right. You gotta keep fresh towels and all that kind of stuff, I imagine.
You gotta do that. Without that, if you don't have a good team to turn that around, matter of fact, I had somebody book one of my Airbnbs last night at 1 o'clock in the morning. I had to cancel it because I didn't have my people
cleaner. Okay. Now from a technology standpoint, do you manage all of that stuff, or do you have software that kind of integrates it all? In other words, if the cleaner's coming, do you get a booking and gotta say, hey, cleaner, show up, or how does that all work?
Yeah, my cleaner has access to the app. One of them has access to the app. They can see when it comes in, and they know we're gonna pay them each time.
Just like so, in a traditional rental space, you're gonna be screening tenants, right? You do background checks and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So how do you make sure you get a good short-term rental tenant?
Good question. Well, a lot of times, the majority of good short-term rentals have a review. And from my experience, the ones that are undesirable, they don't have any reviews, and they just joined the platform the day or two before. or a month before. Usually people in act like this, a professional person, they're gonna join something weeks before or months before, look at it a little bit, I wanna do it, not do it. If somebody that's undesirable, they will do it now, they go.
Gotcha. So from here, you correctly, these platforms, you as a host, you got your reviews, but then the people that are renting the spot, they got reviews too?
Yeah, we review them.
Oh, I see, okay.
They come to your place off of hell and you let people know. And the good thing about short-term rentals is it's criminally backed as opposed to civilly backed regarding getting somebody out. So the police will come. I had to escort out several people that had strippers. I'm thinking, I don't want to beat y'all up. Come over, have to get the police, and the police will escort them out.
Gotcha.
But you can't do that with a tenant. You try to escort the police, a tenant out with the police.
Right.
You don't have it. They have it.
Okay. So I got two main things. We got arbitrage, or basically you run for me and then you just handle the whole platform. Other thing is figuring out like the staging, right? The investment to get it all rent ready from that side of things. Okay. What else is there to that kind of partnership that you can think of?
Yeah, for you, we have to figure out monthly payment. Do we want to do a split of the profit? Do you want to do a short time frame for us to be in here, managing everything, then you take over later and pay us back? So you're a long-time investor, brother. So it all depends on where you are with your portfolio at that time.
Right.
You might just say, you know what, $1,500 a month. I don't know what we can pay, but you might be right.
Life is good. Yeah, I'm worried about it. Yeah.
Learn as you go. That's what I did. I learned as I went.
Okay. And how long have you been doing short-term rentals?
Short-term rentals, maybe 3 years. Let me tell you, to be honest with you, I thought I was gonna be the one guy. Before I went to college, I'm like, Kris, you're gonna be the one guy that can't pass college. I thought I was gonna be the one guy that just wasn't gonna be able to make money on Airbnb.
Right.
As soon as I listed it, started growing, the joint went crazy. So you gotta have management, be able to wash those towels, clean it around, wash those sheets. Because people will come in and the sheets are dirty, little dog, yeah.
So I don't know about y'all, but I learned a lot today. You know, just kind of hearing somebody who's already done it, or who's already walked down that walk, and that's what it's all about. You know, and I tell people all the time, you can read a lot of books, right? You can go to conferences, and you can learn a lot that way, but you still got to do it, right? You got to it's all about action. And I tell people, jump, and sometimes you got to learn to fly on the way down. So the good part about it is when you learn to fly on the way down, you meet other people that already know how to fly.
I think people are scared to jump because they think they may lose.
That's right.
And I was the same way. I might lose. I'm like, no, I'm the only guy that's gonna lose.
Only failure, ever.
You will lose.
That's right.
Don't be a part of the community that never tries. So I just don't want your people to not give it a try. You're gonna lose some money here and there eventually.
Absolutely. Not if, when.
When.
I got you.
Guaranteed.
It will happen.
I want you to take action, even throughout your fear. Every day I wake up with some fear. I'm like, man, am I gonna do this today? I'm gonna crash my car. My kid's gonna get sick. I'm gonna bully. Anything can happen. Take a decision just to give it a try. Once again, don't be a part of the community. I know so many people that are so nervous about making a mistake and they don't want to lose money. People loan us money all the time. They don't want to take the risk on, so we take on all the risk. Just because I feel like I'm standing on the shoulders of giants. It's not necessarily me. I just know the guys I know take on way more risk than me. So get you some mentors. That way you'll see how to manage and mitigate risk.
That's right. Kris, how can people get in contact with you? How can they find you?
Yeah, the best thing is IG, man. Kris Haskins, Kris with a K, and the YouTube channel. We're passing 90,000 subscribers. I do need your help to help us reach over 100,000 subs. We greatly appreciate it if you help us to continue with our commitment to raise your financial literacy through real estate investing.
Kris, man, thank you so much for being on today. Appreciate you, man. Look forward to working together. You've been a blessing to me in my business, blessing me as a friend, and I'm just blessed that we're in the same area. And if you're looking for mentors, Kris talked about the sharing economy. Reach out to them virtually, but then you got people in your own backyard too. That's the beauty of real estate, is the beauty of connection. So make those connections with people, add value to folks, and that's gonna go a long way. I'm cheering for you, I'm praying for you. If you got questions, you got comments, drop them in the comment section. And again, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification button, because we're trying to grow our channel as well to get this message out to help people in their journey. God bless y'all, appreciate you, see you again soon.